Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's my first day of sobriety after 30 years of smoking marijuana, and I kind of feel all right. I mean, I got up. I was a little cranky when I got up, but I went on with my day. I still had a job interview today. I went to the job interview. It uh, it went okay. I was able to ask a lot of questions, and I was actually in my right state of mind. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I was constantly thinking of marijuana or can't wait to get out of here so I can smoke marijuana. I actually felt like I was finally living a life without the drugs making the decision for me. And it felt pretty good even when I was waiting at the bus stop and the bus took like 20 minutes. And it actually took me 2.5 hours to get over there. But during the whole trip, I was listening to some of the kind of material to stop doing narcotics. I was listening to that kind of material just to kind of keep it in my mind of what I'm trying to do. And it did work. I was like able to. They were pointing out a lot of the things that were making me an addict, how I'm acting, why I act that way, how I'll continue to act that way, especially if I don't stop smoking weed. So it made me feel pretty good, and just being out in public with everyone made me really feel like I was this time without because I wasn't getting high. I wasn't so antisocial. I was more like I felt like I was part of the community. Where when I would go out at first, I kind of didn't feel like I was part of the community. I didn't want no one to bother me. Didn't even want to say excuse me or, whatever. I just thought people shouldn't be in my way. And just want to go, do my thing. Where now I was able to be more calm and actually, um, I was able to think of like others, which I noticed when I'm high, guess because I'm so being so narcissistic all the time when I'm high, I'm not able to think of others. And this time, I was able to have like compassion on people. And, people sitting next to me on the bus didn't bother me. Before it was real weird if anyone just came and sat next to me. I was like so like angry that I would like just get up and like move. I didn't want no one by me. And it's kind of weird because, we live in a society. But now I kind of get that part of how we do become antisocial and kind of inward focused and narcissistic and just thinking of ourselves and our wants. So that was pretty cool to figure out. And another thing that happened because I just stopped smoking yesterday, but I had stopped for like 5 days before this. Before the last time, before yesterday when I smoked, I had stopped for like 5 days. And what was worrying me was through the 5 days, I went through like relapses. I was like shivering and wanting to throw up, and I was under the blankets and everything. And I didn't have an appetite. I didn't certainly didn't have a sense of humor. And that was one of the things that scared me. I thought that because I had been getting high for 30 years, that it was just the drug that gave me the sense of humor, but it's not because I noticed on day 5, I was happy. I was I was being funny with my girlfriend because like the first 4 days I wasn't. I was kind of like would sit on the bus and I'm just like sitting there looking off into nowhere because like I never been sober for that long. And of course, my body was just acting up on me because it just wanted to get the drug again. That's really what was going on. But yeah, after like the fifth day, I felt so good. And then I ended up, I didn't smoke a lot. I like smoke like maybe like, I think it was like a quarter of a blunt or something. It was just a small, it was like a roach. And it's going to be hard for me because um, the place where I used to work, we used to always go smoke break and on lunch and after work. And I know exactly where the people still who work there still smoke in the same spot. And I know I could go there anytime and look right there, and there'll be like weed right there. There'll be roaches and all that. So that's where I ended up getting that roach. I kind of like went and I picked it up. So I noticed as far as the physical part that I have to like not do no more. Like I can't go to that spot anymore, and it's kind of hard because it's always there. If I want to go at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, I could just go to that place and grab whatever's there. So that's one of the parts that's hard for me. I can actually refrain myself from going to the trap house, from picking up the phone and calling someone to bring me some or something. But the thing that's even harder is knowing that weed is right there whenever I want. So that's gonna be one of my ones that I really have to stop doing. Okay, and that's my first day of recovery. And like I said, it feels good. It feels like I'm making my own decisions, that the drug's not making it for me. And I feel like my decisions were more cleaner. Like it was actually me making the decision, where when I'm smoking weed, it's kind of wishy-washy. I'll feel good when I'm high and be making these decisions, but once I'm sobering up, I'm like, I don't care about those decisions. All I want to do is get high again. And I noticed today I was able to make decisions without that feeling like I want to get high again, or I have to get high to make decisions, because I've smoked weed since I woke up all through the day until I went to bed. And I've been doing that constantly, even when I was working my last, I was gonna say my last job, but all my jobs. I never like let anyone really know at work, or I never smelled like it or none, but I was constantly high. As soon as my high wore down, I had to get high again. Like after an hour, if I felt my high going down, I would go get high again. And it was so convenient for me because I had like the THC oil pens, where that stuff, it's like smoking an electronic cigarette. You can like smoke it anywhere because they're not gonna smell it. I could smoke it at work, in the bathroom, anywhere. Because like I said, they're not gonna know. Doesn't smell like weed. Smells like fruit. But that stuff will get you high as hell. And I was kind of like liking that, but then I know it's real convenient. I can get high anywhere, anytime. Oh, that's why I liked it. Um, but yeah, it feels like a lot different now, not getting high all the time, and I'm still kind of thinking about it. Like I keep thinking of that spot where I know where we do have the weed at. Like I said, where I used to work. So that's gonna be real difficult for me. But it's okay because I know the main thing is not to physically go there. As long as I don't get up, jump on a bus, pay the bus fare, walk to the spot and grab it, I'll be all right. Because like I learned, we just have to be clean. Just think about today. Do it. Think about today. Just being clean for today. Don't worry about tomorrow, the next day. Just right now. Don't do drugs at all. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you keep following me. I'm gonna do this for I don't know how long, but this is the first day. Thanks a lot. And if you're planning on stop smoking weed, I'm going to be giving a lot of advice on how to stop. I have, certain materials. I have like my NA book and the NA audio book, which NA is just Narcotic Anonymous. Plus, I watch shows like Intervention. I have, I think, like 4 seasons, and I watch each one to kind of remind me of I, how there's two sides, to your life when you're getting high. You're not just living one life, you have like two of them. And watching that show, you get to really watch the behaviors, your old behaviors. And so to some people, it may not be good to watch it because it might bring up certain urges to start smoking again or something. But to me, it doesn't. It actually acts as, it helps me. It shows me how I used to be. And then seeing some of the people recover afterwards and seeing how they made it out the other side sober and clean, that really inspires me when I see that part, especially seeing what they went through to the first part of the program, just being high all the time or drinking or whatever it is, because I could relate to that because I've done it for such a long time. I also got other material like some courses from the company's called The Great Courses. They have, I think it's like two video series, two video lecture series that are on addiction and the addictive brain. Those two I'm gonna be studying so I can figure out how I'm thinking and how my body functions. And I also have, oh yeah, the other thing I'm gonna do, and this is another thing I got from that company, The Great Courses, which could be found online. I'll try to leave the link below in case you want to check it out. They have another course on meditation. Meditation to me is real important to recovery because it helps shut off that voice in your head, even if it's just for a minute or half an hour. It lets you see that your thoughts, you're creating them all. You can actually silence the mind and calm your mind down by just focusing on your breathing and not breathing on purpose. Like just watch your body breathe. Watch what your body does. Like just feel the air coming in and out of your lungs, in and out through your nostrils or your mouth. Feel how your chest is moving up and down. And kind of just focus on that and try to get rid of all the thoughts in your head. Even though the thoughts will keep coming up, the course teaches you how to keep getting rid of them until you feel this feeling of euphoria. Because if I never noticed how my mind had been going on and on and on, just thinking and decisions, and it never turns off. And when I meditate, it's like I finally shut that off and I was able to be present minded and in the moment. So check that out too. Do a little meditation, that'll work. I'm gonna also start eating right. I'm gonna be making sure I get enough sleep, because that's another thing that's real important. If you don't get 8 hours or more of sleep, you're gonna find out that you're tired, and when you're tired, you might not be able to decide not to smoke weed. I'm not saying this is definite, but I just know having a good night's sleep, I feel a lot better. I'm more able to make better decisions, and I'm not half asleep while I'm doing any of this, or I'm not groggy throughout the day. I'm actually pretty good. I'm alert and able to remember what my goals and my mission is. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for joining me. Have a nice day.